199 of the basement tapes. It's a biggie. It's the 1970 Topps baseball collection of cards. Let's see here. I have, it says I have a lot of them. What I really have is one set, but in here I have listed all the doubles I used to have. So I need to trim that down tremendously. It says here I have 700 or 1144 of them. So I'll work on fixing that up and cleaning that up. I used to log every card in with the hopes that the trading section of the Beckett OPG was actually going to be a fruitful exercise. Turns out it's not. And I don't like to trade so much because A, I like to keep my cards, but B, the condition is always a little bit, you never can tell what other people are thinking. But I do have the complete set, and let's learn more about this set. 726 cards, $8.17 average value, $5,930, 0.50 in total value, $1,500 to $4,000 for an entire set of these, they say. The cards in this 720 card set measure 2.5 by 3.5. The top set for 1970 has color photos surrounded by white frame lines and gray borders. The backs have a blue biographical section and a yellow record section. All-star selections are featured on cards 450 to 469. Other topical subsets within this set include league leaders 61 through 72, playoff cards 195 to 202, and World Series cards 305 to 310. There are graduations of scarcity terminating in the high series 634 through 720, which are outlined in the value summary. Cards were issued in 10-card dime packs as well as 33-card cello packs, which sold for $0.25 and were encased in a small Topps box, and in 54-card rack packs, which sold for 39 cents. The key rookie card in this set is Thurman Munson. Let's look at 89 rookie cards, it says here in Beckett. Let's look at the top cards. There's a little bit to talk about here. It's a big deal because, of course, the Mets won the World Series in '69, so there's a lot of cards that feature Nolan Ryan and Tom Seaver, and, of course, the world champion Mets, card number 1. So lots of sentimental collectors out there for the Mets going after those cards. And let's see here. Obviously, Munson is a big deal. Nolan Ryan, third-year card is a big deal. Beckett's taking a minute here to load, so I apologize. I love these cards. Nolan Ryan is your number 1 card there. Hank Aaron, number 2. Johnny Bench, number 3. And then followed by a couple bangers in Munson and Willie Mays. This has a lot of star power to it. And I love the set. I love gray. Gray is a fun color. And this set probably does not get the looksies that it should get because 71 is kind of a big deal. 72 is a big deal. But this is simplified in its design, but very powerful, especially the backs as well. 720 cards, 1970 top set. Teams represented here are the Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Angels, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Tigers, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Twins, Expos, Mets, Yankees, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Pilots for the last time, the Cardinals, and the Senators. Errors and variations, there are 14 of them, some checklists. There's some shenanigans going there. The only player is Brent Alyea. Cartoon on the back has a baseball. On card 303A and 303B, the cartoon on the back does not have a baseball. Let's get to the bottom of that. Look at that. There's a baseball there, and there's no baseball there. Gotcha. Good call out, whoever found that for us. Hall of Famers abound here. Let's look at the Hall of Famers. 70 of them. We're not going to go over them because there are league leader cards. There are postseason cards. There are all-star cards. Of course, Mets celebrate win with Nolan Ryan there. That's a pretty popular card. Ted Williams even as a manager in here. I know that's his second year doing that. He had a couple cards in '69. DeRocher's in there, Hodges, all that stuff. So there's a lot of big-time all-star caliber players in this set. Too many to name. Rookies, there's 89 of them. Again, we talked about Thermal Munson there. Larry Bow, of course, and Greg Luzinski, I think. Larry Boa for sure. Inserts and relateds, there are booklets, posters, and scratch-offs. I'm currently in a hardcore negotiation over a booklet that somebody continues to shoot me the same offer for and DM me about stop, would you? 1970 comments. There's a lot of them. Let's go back to B-Ball Collector 71 and 2015. He says, I was wondering if the white circle on the back of the card where the card number is located is an error misprint if it is not printed in yellow like the other cards. See card number 609 for Buck Martinez. Round the Diamond's back. This is a really cool set that deserves a closer look from collectors. Man, I love Round the Diamond. 3V Erger Gear, VV Erger Gear says, well, I finished going through every card in my newly completed set. I found myself really happy about a few things in this set. First, it is pretty darn complete. Okay. 25 plus cards per team. You can see who actually played for the team. Also, the set really focused on minor league careers. So I found myself fascinated by the path each player took to the majors. Contrast that to 2017, where I can't even see the player's whole major league career. One set of rookie cards without a million prospects, future stars, etc. A full set of postseason cards, including gasp cards for the games that eventually series-winning teams lost. Yikes, the airbrushed hats are kind of sad, and the lack of action shots with so many spring training pictures, but the completeness of the set really wins the day, and the little cartoons on the back. Yep, it is a transitional time. We go into the full-on action shots the next year there, buddy. So hold on. Don't give up on us. But it is a set that deserves another look. My first packs of cards were from this great set, says Jay Ligon. I was only 6 years old, so not a lot of memories, but I do distinctly remember a day late in September when I got Frank Robinson, card number 700. Still one of my favorite sets. Ragman5 says, first pack I ever opened. Actually, my first card was a Bob Watson I found on the sidewalk. I was 4, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I learned how to spell, do math, write, and cursive, and so much more from cards. People forget that, but we learned a lot from our cards. So Ragman5, you get a gold star for that one. TSC is telling us, my first pack I ever opened was the 1970 Topps, 10 cards for 10 cents plus a stick of gum. I also opened a pack of 1970 Topps Super that same year. I believe you got 2 cards for a dime plus a stick of gum. I was 8 years old at the time. Those cards would be up well over 1,000% today. Many kids in the day would put the cards in their bicycle spokes. Many moms chucked shoeboxes of them from the garbage into the garbage. I kept mine until I moved in 1974. I still buy and sell cards today. What a great hobby and business. If you are interested in mainly vintage sports cards, you can find me on eBay. User ID is TSC *C. K. Johnson HP tells us, this was my first introduction to baseball cards. My parents must have purchased them, as I remember having a handful of cards and then a few more in 1971. In 1972, I got interested, opened packs, and did some trading, mostly to eliminate duplicates. I then started looking for those few 1970 cards I had thrown into a drawer with other toys and pulled them into my collection. A few cards, playing cards, Batman cards, baseball cards, can't remember which, were clothespined on bike wheels to make a cool sound. Anything older than 1970 has always been back issue in my mind. Okay. S. Spiegel tells us, first packs bought, first card was number 1, Mets team card, world champions. Since I lived in upstate New York, he says update New York, naturally the Mets became my favorite team. I mean, who wouldn't want to root for the world champs? Passe Gaming tells us, I used to be obsessed with this set as a child. Mind you, I was born in 80, so by the time I was old enough to start collecting, seeing one of these bad boys was a real treat. They still are. Old School Card says, my parents used to buy cards for me at the local IGA. This set would have been the first cards I collected. I was 7 at the time and still have them. A few years later, my dad found a box at a garage sale that was packed with 70 baseball and football cards. Many were damaged, but it was amazing the bounty from that box. I traded a lot of the duplicate stars away to friends. I've still got a tons of duplicate 1970 Topps football first series. Check out my collection if interested. Andy V says, my first pack ever opened was a rack pack of 1970 Topps baseball. It was on the day I was fitted with my first pair of glasses. We went to the Ben Franklin 5 and Dime after the eye doctor. Must have been first series, as I remember the Mets World Champions team card was in it. I needed glasses to pick out the players pictured. No one in my town carried the second series, and it was weird to jump to the 33-card grocery cello boxes with third series cards in them. Finally did wax packs for the later series, with comic book scratch-offs and posters in them. S. Sparker says, this was the first pack I ever opened. Great memories. And TJ, our pal TJ, says, welcome to the 70s. Nice set with plenty of Hall of Famers John Keating's basement tapes equals 2 thumbs up. Dude, that's not fair, man. But thanks, TJ. I appreciate that. Packaging. Look at the black wax box there. Wow, that's a rack box, I guess, or maybe it's I don't know what the heck it is. Anyway, a black box with a real life Tom Seaver on the cover. 33 Major League Baseball cards, 25 cents. The wax box. Don't know if I have a wax box up there, but Round the Diamond puts a wax box there. There is a bunt happening. 10 cards, 10 cents. Major League Baseball, bubble gum, curved T, Topps logo. Gum is still almost 1/5 of an ounce. The 33 baseball cards for 25 cents. Sell a box. I've got a bunch of those. I've got a bunch of those on that 70s card store as well. I've sold a bunch. So they are available if you want them, but those are cool little things. Cello packs would slide into there. I know I sent a couple of those up to Boston because the first one was damaged with somebody scribbled Boston Red Sox on that box, and I didn't know it, and I sent it to Mark Hoyle. So I sent him a mulligan. The rack packs are gorgeous. White, yellow, red, all that stuff really brings me back. Cello packs sliding into the green 33 card boxes there. There are the 3 10-cent packs there. And then all sorts of joy, just fun stuff. There's the posters. There's the rack packs. There's a camera you could get, your initial ring, all that stuff. This set just keeps on giving. Let's look at the sell sheets and ads. 1970 Topps Major League Baseball 10-cent bubblegum picture cards. America's enjoying another exciting season of our national sport. Baseball and America's youngsters are trading and collecting. Hear that, folks? Trading and collecting their favorite card series. Topps Baseball. In each 10-cent package, they get 10 full-color photos of Major League players, backed by the famous complete statistics that make every kid an expert. Every pack has delicious bubblegum, too, plus a great bonus, a full-color pinup poster of a Major League star. Set up official Topps Baseball headquarters for your neighborhood, right in your store. Order the current series of Topps 10-cent baseball today. Please send us 24-count box of 10-cent Topps 1970 Major League Baseball bubblegum picture cards, store name, address, city and state, zip, authorized signature, a product of Topps Chewing Company. Please fill out and return this special order sheet to so-and-so. So there's 25-cent trading cards, 39-cent trading cards in the 3-pack. This order was going to be epic, I'm sure. Let's look at the trivia associated. There's a lot of it. Second and final set to include Seattle Pilot cards, even though the team had already moved to Milwaukee to become the Brewers. Wax packs are 10 cents for 10 cards. This was the first year that 5-cent wax packs are made unavailable since Topps made them available in 1952. Penny packs stopped after 1965. Cello packs were 25 cents for 33 cards. Rack packs were 39 cents for 54 cards. The set was released in 7 series. Series 6 is 547 through 633. Series 7 is 634 through 720. The first series lacked the white bar between player name and position that subsequent series had, space permitting. Number 18, Carlos May. Carlos May was named to the 1969 Topps All-Star Rookie Team, but his 18 card is missing the trophy designation. And then we can get to, let's see here. Let me look at this Carlos May card right here. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, it's missing his trophy designation. I believe he was born in the 17th of May as well, and I think he wore uniform number 17. I've said this before, and I've gotten it wrong, but the only player probably to have May 17th on the back of his jersey, his birth date jersey. I'm probably wrong about that again, but let's read about him. Topps card number 18, Carlos May, 6 foot, 215, bats left, throws right, born 5/17/48 in Birmingham, Alabama. Carlos made the All-Star team last year in only his 4th year of pro ball, was the Sox #1 selection in June 1966 draft. In one high school season, he batted .734, led Carolina League with a .330 mark in 1968 before being brought up to the majors. Hit game winning Grand Slammer versus Red Sox in 1969. His brother, of course, Lee May, only 29 more to go. In 1970, Carlos hopes to become the Sox first 30 homer hitter. So, dude tore it up in the minors. Batted .426 one year, .338 another year, .330 another year, but not as well in the majors. A 4A player, as they would call him. or her these days. The gallery, world champions, of course, lead us off, but this is known to me and perhaps to other people as the Bat Rack. Look at that beautiful man. The Bat Rack series, because there are all sorts of posings going on with Bat Racks. Looked like the Warriors come out and play, maybe, but there was, and as I say that, it's difficult for me to find a Bat Rack. There is old Juan Rios, an example of a Bat Rack card. There are a lot of them in this set. So that's a fascinating, fun thing I like to see. Obviously, the photographers were pointing them towards that direction and kind of suggesting that they probably grab a new bat. Tim McCarver, first time Philly there, as you can see him wearing his Cardinals whites in that picture. Anyway, 70 Tops baseball, got them all, and they're in the binder over there. And I think a very, very appealing and attractive set that doesn't get enough people. Not enough people swipe right on this, I think. So anyway, Basement Tapes 199.